What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey. My name is Rodney, and you know what? I'm going to share my final thoughts on this Terareum situation. Now, I made a video earlier with my initial reactions to the AMA, and I share a lot of those same opinions, but I boil it down to two things. Either they got scammed or they scammed us. That's it. Either they got scammed or they scammed us. Let me explain. I know a lot of people are not going to like this video. Terareum fam, I get it, but I have to share my honest opinion, okay? This is just how I feel. Look, I was waiting for the AMA to come out this morning to really share how I feel about the situation, right? Got to be fair, because at the end of the day, either they got Nigerian prints, right? They got, this is your extended warranty, sir. We're going to need $180K to extend that warranty, right? Either they got gypped or they gypped us. Let me explain. You know, Zach Humphreys made a very good video this morning talking about, some cultures, like the American culture, when we make an oopsie, like a big oopsie, we'll come out and say, hey, sorry, it's our fault, whatever. I mean, unless you're Saitama, you do those things, right? Wink. Those are for you nut huggers that are watching this video. Unless you're Saitama, you take personal responsibility for the issues that happen, right? I have to troll you guys. You guys are so sensitive out there. But I think that they might have got duped, right? For one reason or another, and they're just too prideful to admit it because it's $180,000. That's my honest opinion. Guys, look at the beauty of not being associated with any token, right? The beauty of not being paid to do anything for any token unless they're like one-off AMAs or promotional videos is that I get to say what I want. I get to say what I want. I can say what I want about any project because this is my platform. I do what I want to do on my channel, right? That keeps us honest, right? And when I do make a promotional video, what do I say? This is a paid promotional video, and what do I disclose? How much I got paid, and you know that I got paid pretty much, right? So I do that. So don't come at me. I do those things. Anyways, look at my biggest issue with this whole situation is, if one of the rules, especially with one of the biggest exchanges out there, is we're not supposed to disclose the information, the fact that we're listed, why did we post that on the official Terareum Twitter and Milton, the CEO, post it? Wouldn't that void the whole deal already? So their argument was, well, hey, we paid this entity, Binance US, or what they think to be Binance US. They didn't post us on the correct date, right? Because they're one day ahead of us, right? They didn't post us on the 22nd like they said. So we went ahead and posted it first. But it doesn't matter. It's still going to void any kind of partnership or any kind of exchange listing you had with them because that's their terms of service. That's what it says, right? If you go ahead and you announce to the world that you're being listed on Binance before they do, it can void the partnership sometime, right? So you have to understand that point. So what I don't understand is, to spite Binance US for not fulfilling their obligation, you're just going to post the fact that you got listed anyways. It doesn't make sense because if you didn't get listed and you paid the money and you're announcing that you got listed, well, people are going to start buying. They're going to start buying. That's going to artificially pump the price, which it did. And a lot of people gave me crap yesterday because I started streaming when the price started pumping and I was excited. Why wouldn't I be excited? You guys are ridiculous. Look, I'm an early investor in this project. Of course I'm going to get excited if they're telling us they're getting listed on Binance. As the facts started to come out during the live stream, you can see I'm starting to question the validity of the Binance listing. So that's what happens, right? If an official Twitter says something, I'm like, oh, cool, that's awesome. Let's run with that. Why? Because that's information given to us by two separate sources of this cryptocurrency project, right? Milton's Twitter page and the Terareum Twitter page, right? So either they got scammed and they're too prideful to admit that, right? Because now what they're doing is trying to sue someone. So I think it's lame to sue Binance. Why would you sue Binance? To me, that's dumb. But Awesome came up with a good point. He said, well, in order to get to the bottom of this, to prove that they weren't working with an actual Binance employee named Lindsay, like Lindsay Smith, a generic American name, which it's like, you ever get those phone calls from those scammers and they're definitely from India? Like, hello, this is Joan Smith. Your name ain't John. But, that's what they do. Sorry, I'm not sure if that sounded racy or not. But come on. I mean, a lot of us get those calls and they're usually from a certain part of the world. I'm just saying. It's true, right? Or Nigeria, right? I mean, it is what it is, right? That's a fact, right? You can say what you want, but that's a fact. Austin said, hey, by putting a lawsuit out there, Binance would have to prove it wasn't them. So that's an interesting take. I'm like, okay, that's one way to get to the bottom of it. But like, threatening to sue a big company, I think it's so lame in the cryptocurrency space. Yes, if they're blatantly wrong, you got to do it. But don't announce it on Twitter. Oh my God. I hate when people announce that stuff on Twitter. It's just so corny and isn't it cringy and corny? I just think so. My opinion. Now, look at that has to be it. That has to be it. Either they got scammed or they're scamming us. Either they made an oopsie, they thought they were genuinely being listed on Binance and made that terrible decision to post it just because Binance wouldn't post it when on the appropriate date, which makes no sense to me, but that's what they said, right? Makes no sense to me. Or they put that out there to artificially pump the price, knowing that they didn't get on Binance to sell, to get liquidity or something like that. Now, I don't know, because look at the wallets that sold. Yes, they got tokens from the deployer. Guys, if you were in on the first round of pre-sales, that's how you get airdrops. That's how it works. You guys, people out there don't know what they're talking about. They listen to these people in the Twitter spaces. Look at, if you got in on the first round of the pre-sale and you put more than 10 ETH, you got airdrops straight from the deployer. That's how that works. That's not suspicious. Of course, we don't know whose wallet those are. We know that's not Dr. P's wallet, right? We know that's not his wallet because we know which wallets are his. They came from another wallet, right? They came from a separate wallet that funded them ETH, right? So we know that for sure. That could be one of the team members selling all that ETH. It could have been to dump the price yesterday. It could have been, but we don't know. That also could have been another early investor that just said, hey, I made $1 million. I'm out. Thanks for the cheese, which, no hard feelings. Do your thing. I would do the same thing. I would do the exact same thing. I would probably take profits a little more responsibly. I wouldn't take a full $1 million. I would take like maybe $500,000 or $250,000 at a time. But I would do the same thing because why? At the end of the day, I'm trying to look out for numero uno. Guys, you are out of your mind if you think these dev teams care about it. Saitama, Terareum, any of these projects. Maybe they do. But I'm going to go with the default presumption, right? I'm going to presume that they don't care about us. So it's up to you to make the best financial decisions that best fit your life, your lifestyle, your needs, your debt, your wants for life. What do you want to do with your life? What do you want to buy? What do you need set aside for your retirement, your kids' college? Look out for numero uno. Always. That's always what I teach on my channel. Be selfish. You have to be selfish. You have to be selfish, right? Look at when a project is up 10x and people shame you for selling. Who cares about them? Who cares about them? Don't care. You don't care about me. The dev team doesn't care about you. They want to get rich too. Keep in mind, guys. Keep in mind. Maybe they care about you, but I always presume that they don't, right? So either they got scammed or they scammed us. Now let's talk about the future of Terareum and what do I think? This is one oopsie in the road so far. Let's not make this mistake again, because to me, that response on the AMA does not seem genuine. I rewatched it. I just don't believe what they're saying. That's just my opinion. They could be telling the truth, guys. I got to be honest. Look, I'm friends with RD. I like the team of Terareum. I'm friends with Oz and Austin, people surrounding this team. And Crypto Stacker, but even they were asking tough questions. I'm just not satisfied with the answer, right? I'm not satisfied with the answer. So we'll have to see what happens with this project. This is one bump in the road. Now, overall, guys, this is not bad. A lot of people are talking shit about this chart, right? And if you go to say, it's like all the Saitama people are talking crap about the Terareum chart. And people say, why do you keep comparing? Guys, there's obviously an attack on Saitama to Terareum. Obviously. But guys, it's like, why are we going to attack a token when we look like this? Come on now. Let's just relax now. Let's just relax. Say hypothetically, both of these projects were scams, right? Both of these products were scams, right? And next month Terareum goes away. Saitama's death is like cutting off each toe and finger slowly, right? Just really killing you slowly over the course of a bunch of months. We call that a slow rug pull, right? Terrarium's rug pull is like getting shot in the back of the head. It's quick and it's easy, right? I'm not saying both of these products are scam, but hypothetically, if they were, at least we're dying faster in this one, right? They have a bright future. Look, they got listed on a ton of exchanges today. That's great. They got announced a ton of exchanges. That's more volume for the token. I don't think this is the end for Terareum at all. I think there are bigger things to come. And as soon as they get a product out there, I think this thing's actually going to pump even harder. We'll have to see, though. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I actually bought some of the dip. I haven't taken out any of my investment, but except for the initial investment. So I put an initial investment of 4K, made about 12K. I put some more into this product, but I'm up. I'm always going to be up. I won. I did it. The rest is left to ride. Or if I want to pull out now, I could pull out and put in somewhere else, but I definitely see potential in this long term. But that's just my humble opinion. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. If I hurt your feelings, grow set. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.